students. Today we are going to cover practical problem. The question is, journalize the transactions given below in the books of Rajinder. The transaction number 1 is 1993 March 1. Started business with capital rupees 30,000. So children, if you could see, I have made a format for the general entries for each one of you. Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit, that is the amount. The first transaction is started business with capital rupees 30,000. So children, what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business, children. And as capital is there being contributed by the businessman as by the proprietor, so children, this money has to go back in near future to the proprietor. So it is a liability for the business. So children, according to the rule of real accounts, debit what comes in. So cash is coming into the business, so we debit the cash to capital account. Capital is part of the personal accounts. It is a liability of the business. It has to go back to the businessman. So children, transaction entry would be cash account debited to capital account with an amount of rupees 30,000. And the narration for the same would be being introduction of capital in business. Moving on to next transaction, children, March 2. Purchased a portable typewriter. Children, when we are purchasing any kind of asset, the rule for the real account would apply on it. So over here, typewriter is also an asset. It comes under the head office equipment. So children, the real account rule says that debit what comes in. So an office equipment is being purchased. We have got it into the business. So what is coming into the business? Typewriter account would be mentioned under the head office equipment. So office equipment account would be debited, and for buying this portable typewriter, that is this office equipment, we are spending cash. So cash being part of the real account, it being a tangible asset, another rule for the real account would apply on it, that is the credit the cash. Why? Because cash is going out of the business. So the transaction entry would be office equipment account debited to cash account with rupees 540, and the narration would be being purchase of typewriter as office equipment. Moving on to next transaction, children, March 3. Purchased goods on credit from Vimal. Now kindly note, children, over here we have done the purchases of goods. We have not bought any kind of asset. We have purchased goods. In the last video also I mentioned, whenever we purchase goods, we always use the term purchases. Okay, and over here we are making purchases on credit. So children, purchases being an expense, children, it is part of the nominal account. So purchases account would be debited because the rule of the nominal account says debit all the expenses and credit all the incomes. So we would use the first part of it, debit all the expenses, that is purchases account would be debited. And these purchases are done on credit basis. They are not done on cash. Kindly note. So we would credit the person from whom we have purchased these goods, that is Vimal, because Vimal being a natural human being, we would use the rule of personal account over here. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So over here Vimal is the giver of these goods because we are purchasing. So we are the receiver, he is the giver. So the entry would be purchases account debit to Vimal's account with an amount of rupees 1,000. And the narration for the same would be being purchased goods on credit. Moving on to the next transaction, children, which says purchased postage. So children, postage is an expense when we are buying any kind of postage, we are spending money, so it is part of the nominal account, children. And when nothing is mentioned, we deem it to be in cash. So this transaction is in terms of cash. So postage being part of the nominal account, we would debit it, because debit all the expenses. So postage is an expense for the business, and cash being part of the real account, being a tangible asset, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Rule would be used for cash, and we would credit cash. So the entry would be postage account debited to cash account, and the narration for the same would be being cash spent on postage with an amount of rupees 5. Moving on to next transaction, children. March 5, sold goods for cash. Now children, over here I mentioned it earlier also, whenever it is mentioned sold goods, so we always use the term sales, and the goods are being sold over here, it is clearly mentioned for cash. So children, what is coming into the business? One account is cash account, and the other account involved in this transaction is the sales account, as I just now mentioned. So cash is coming into the business, cash is part of the real account. The rule for the real account would apply on the same, that is debit what comes in. So cash is coming into the business, and when we are making sales of the goods, children, the goods are moving out of the business, so we would credit the sales. So the entry would be cash account debited to sales account with an amount of rupees 270, and the narration for the same would be being cash sales. Moving on to the next transaction, children. Sold goods on credit to Neelam for rupees 750. Now children, this transaction is different from the previous one. That is, over here also we are doing the sales of goods. So sales is one thing which is involved. The other thing which is involved is Neelam as a person. Why? Because over here we are making the sales on credit basis. So we would use the personal account part over here. So now children, Neelam is the person to whom sold goods have been done. That is, the sales have been done. So Neelam being the receiver is being the natural human being. So the rule for personal account says that debit the receiver. Neelam is the receiver of the goods because we are making a sale to Neelam. And the other account involved, as I mentioned, is the sales account. When we are making sales, goods are moving out of the business, children. So Neelam account would be debited to sales account with an amount of rupees 750, and the narration would be being credit sales. Moving on to next transaction, children. Cash paid to Vimal. If you remember, in the previous transactions we had purchased goods from Vimal on credit. Now we are ready to pay cash to Vimal for an amount of rupees 1000. So over here the two accounts involved are, one is Vimal and one is cash. So Vimal is the receiver over here because he is receiving cash, and cash is going out of the business. So Vimal's account would be debited, it being part of the personal account. Debit the receiver formula would be used for Vimal, and cash being moving out of the business, the real account rule would apply on it. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So cash is going out, so the entry would be Vimal account debited to cash account with an amount of rupees 1000, being cash payment. Moving on to next transaction, children. The next transaction, children, is opened bank account with rupees 10,000. So children, over here when we are opening a bank account, we are adding on an asset for the business, and that asset is bank. So children, both the rules of real account would apply on it. That is, bank is what is debit what comes in. So bank as an asset is coming into the business, And what is going out of the business? When we are opening bank account, children, we would deposit certain amount of cash into the bank, we would spend on it. So what would be the entry? Bank account would be debited to cash account with an amount of rupees 10,000, and the narration would be being bank account opened. Moving on to the next transaction, children, for March 13, and the transaction is received cash from Neelam for rupees 750. Earlier, if you remember, we made a sales to Neelam on credit basis. Now we are receiving cash, so we are the receivers of the cash. So what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business, and from where it is coming? It is coming from Neelam. So over here Neelam is the giver. So rule for personal account would apply on Neelam, which says that debit the receiver and credit the giver. So Neelam is the giver now, and so her account would be credited, and what is coming into the business is part of the real account. So cash is coming into the business, so we would say cash account debited with rupees 750 to Neelam account with rupees 750, and the narration would be being cash receipt. Moving on to next transaction, that is March 28. The transaction is paid rent for March for rupees 1200. Now children, when we are paying off rent, rent is an expense. It is part of the nominal account, children, and the rule for nominal account says that debit all the expenses and credit all the incomes. So rent being an expense, we debit it. And for paying this rent, what is going out of the business? Cash is going out of the business. So on cash, we would use the rule for real account, which says the entry would be rent account would be debited with rupees 12,000 to cash account with rupees 1200, and to cash with rupees 1200. And the narration would be being rent paid. Moving on to next transaction, children, and the transaction is for March 29. The transaction says paid salary to the clerk for rupees 4,000. So children, salary is also an expense for the business. It is part of the nominal account. So the rule for the nominal account would apply on the same. Salary account would be debited because the rule says that debit all the expenses, and cash is going out of the business for paying the salary of the clerk for rupees 4,000. So salary account, children, would be debited with rupees 4,000 to cash account with rupees 4,000, and the narration for the same would be being salary paid. Moving on to the last transaction, children, for today, that is deposited into bank account rupees 2,500. Now children, over here bank is an asset, if you remember, and it is the receiver of the money now, because we are depositing cash into bank. So bank account would be debited because debit what comes in. So cash is coming from the cash account to the bank account, and both of them, they are real account. So real account rule would apply on it. Bank account would be debited, and what is going out of the business to deposit this money into the bank? Cash is going out of the business, children. So we would credit cash with rupees 2,500. So the entry would be bank account debited to cash account with rupees 2,500, and the narration for the same would be being cash deposited into bank. So children, please go through the video carefully and clear your doubts over the Microsoft Teams. Till then, take care. Thank you. Have a good day.